Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel today. Today I'm bringing you guys along for my meal prep dessert of the week, which is a winner, and I'm also bringing you guys along for my meal prep lunch for this week. What we're doing today is a super easy tropical fluff recipe. You guys know how much I love the sugar-free Cool Whip, and of course it features that, as it always does. And then I'm also going to be making a super cheesy and flavorful chicken fajita mixture. And I'm going to be making mine into burritos, but by all means, you guys can make the mixture and do whatever you'd like with it. You can always put it in tacos, burritos, over a salad, over cauliflower rice, whatever fixes your fancy. But it is absolutely delicious, so flavorful, you will not be disappointed. If you haven't already, before we get started, please do me and my channel a favor and give this video a thumbs up. And let's get to my kitchen and get on cooking. Okay, now I am going to be making with you guys the absolute best chicken fajita mixture you will ever try. So what I'm doing today is I'm making chicken fajita mixture to add into burritos for myself for the week. However, this chicken fajita recipe you can easily use for rice bowls, cauliflower rice bowls, anything of the sorts. So to get started, I have my oven preheating to 390 degrees. This will 100% be made in the oven. And I am just dicing up 2 peppers and 2 medium-sized onions. And by all means, if you have large onions, you can totally just use 1 onion instead. But the medium onions are what I have on hand. And then right here, I have homemade fajita seasoning. So I do not buy the at-home Walmart brand seasoning mix anymore. While I do know that it is very convenient, the flavor on this homemade one I make is just out of this world. I will leave it in my description box below if you're curious about what's in it, but I make a large batch at once and then I season as I deem fit. So there's coriander in there, there's chili powder, smoked paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, and it just has so much delicious flavor that you cannot replace it. So I am dicing up my onions now. And then I'm going to put a drizzle of olive oil in there and roast this for 20 minutes in my 390 degree oven. And this recipe is going to be made today with chicken breast. However, you can obviously use chicken thighs if you're more into that, boneless, skinless chicken thighs. That would definitely make it more of a juicy chicken if you prefer that. But I'm using breast today just because that is also what I have on hand. This recipe I've made before. It adds so much flavor to this chicken. The seasoning, everything is just so delicious, and I'm so excited to make it again. My meal prep for this week, like I said, I'm going to be making it into burritos, but also I'm going to be making rice bowls for my husband for lunch because I'm going to make a large batch of this mixture and then be able to serve it for him for lunch in burrito form or in a hoagie roll, or if I want to do it over rice, I can absolutely do that too. So here I have my 2 medium onions and my 2 peppers. Actually, I'm missing a pepper. Dice it up real quick. All chopped up. So now all I'm going to do is put that drizzle of olive oil in there and a generous amount of my seasoning to give it some delicious flavor, and I'll be ready to toss it in my oven and get going. That sound you guys just heard was my oven all preheated. Okay. And if you notice, I look a little tired and haggard today. I am trying my best to wake up early in the morning and exercise before my kids get up, but that involves me getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, so I'm just tired these days. But let me get that drizzle of olive oil and a spoon. And like I said to you guys, this is a sheet pan dinner. So I'm just really, in theory, messing up this bowl right here and my sheet pan. So I'm going to, like I said, take the seasoning mix and put a nice generous amount. I found that you cannot go light on the seasoning. The seasoning just adds flavor. And I'm going to toss this on my sheet pan and toss it in my oven for 20 minutes. So I'll set a timer for 20 minutes And while that gets going, I'm going to start the marinade for my chicken. And I want this to sit as long as humanly possible to make the chicken more tender and flavorful. So let me pop this in the oven and I will show you what to do next. Now onto the chicken. All I'm gonna do is take 2 breasts and I'm going to dice them into little cubes. And 2 seems to be right around the perfect amount for this recipe. And I'm just gonna toss them on into that same bowl that I used for the vegetables. I have the vegetables roasting in the oven. And what I'm gonna do is once the 20-minute timer goes off, I'm gonna pull the sheet pan out and I'm gonna throw this marinated chicken right on top and toss it back into the oven for about 30 minutes. And then that's going to bake through. And by the time that is done cooking, the peppers and onions will be perfect to eat. And the chicken will be juicy and flavorful and all of the good things in life. And obviously this recipe is very diabetic friendly and very low carb because you just have fresh veggies in here, some olive oil and protein, vegetables. It's all good stuff. So you can't go wrong with it. The only way you're going to add in any carbs is by what you decide to do with it. So all my chicken all diced up. I'm going to do a quick rinse in my hands. I hate that feeling of chicken on my hands. It grosses me out. So I have my chicken right here and I'm going to put a generous squeeze of lime juice. The recipe calls for about 1 juice of 1 lime. So I kind of guesstimate how much lime juice that is, but I also love the flavor of lime. So I do a heavy pour of that. Also about 2 tablespoons of olive oil and then a very heavy amount of seasoning. The amount of seasoning, I know that a lot of you might get frustrated with me that I'm not giving you an amount, but you basically just want the chicken to change color. Basically, you want it to be the color of that seasoning. So I'm gonna keep adding it until I feel that every chicken is completely coated with that delicious seasoning mixture. Like I said, I will leave that in my bio below so you have it. So here's the chicken all good to go. I'm gonna let it sit here for about the 20-minute time until my timer goes off. I'll pull that sheet pan out, toss this right on top, and then I'll let that bake for another 30 minutes and I'll be good to go. The timer dinged off, so now I can get my pepper and onion mixture out of my oven. So let me get that on out. And here she is. She already smells amazing. And now I'm gonna take that marinated chicken and toss her right on top. And I want to try to get the chicken in as thin of a layer as humanly possible, just like so. So I'm going to keep the oven at the same temperature that I had it for the peppers, so 390 degrees, and I'm going to bake this in there for about 30 more minutes. Let's go. After that 30 minutes is up, all you're gonna do is take your chicken and peppers out of the oven and add 2 different kinds of cheese. What I like to use, that is Velveeta singles. It makes it so cheesy and delicious. And I also add about 1/2 cup of cheddar jack cheese, but you can add whatever cheeses you like. I'm just going to toss this back into my oven for about 2-3 more minutes until it's nice and cheesy. All right, here she is right here. Let me show you guys. The cheese is all melted and I'm just going to stir it up to combine everything. It smells fantastic. There is something just so magical about that Velveeta cheese. I know that it's processed and all of that, but it just does such a good job adding such a great texture and creaminess to every dish. So I'm just gonna stir that up. And then now, since I'm making this into burritos, I really wanna have rice in my burritos. So I'm going to add in about 1 cup of already cooked rice that I had from a few nights ago with dinner. So I'm gonna toss that in. I'm gonna kind of guess. So then now all I have to do with this is just spoon it into burritos and roll the burritos up, and my burritos are all done. But by all means, you can do so much with this recipe here. You can make it into burrito bowls, tacos, salad, all of that. So everything looks absolutely delicious. And this portion right here is going to end up making about 4 or 5 burritos. And each burrito, to my calculations, is just about 385 calories, which is super reasonable for a delicious high protein option just like this. So if you guys end up making this, I hope you enjoy. I'm going to walk you through how to make the easiest, most delicious, diabetic-friendly, sugar-free dessert today. And all you need are just a few ingredients. What I'm making is a tropical fluff, so all you need is sugar-free Cool Whip, sugar-free vanilla pudding mix, And you also need 2 containers of Light and Fit Greek yogurt. I love for this recipe using the coconut flavor. So all you do are mix those 3 ingredients together and add in fruit of choice. I've added mandarin oranges before. You can add crushed pineapple, toasted coconut, real pieces of fruit in there that will be absolutely delicious. What I added today was crushed pineapple and a little bit of toasted coconut that I did toast myself. So this portion makes 8 portions. I'm gonna put my bowl to the side, and what I did was toast up some coconut. I used some unsweetened coconut from Walmart, toasted it in my oven for about 5 minutes, and I'm putting that right on top. And it does a great job to add some texture to this dessert. It is just so delicious and luxurious. You would never know it's sugar-free. And now I have 8 portions of this in my fridge that are perfectly portioned for nights or days when I just need a little bit of a sweet treat. And as you can see, I saved a little bit from the bowl just to have right now. It is so good. You have to try it. There I am with my coconut, and yeah, look how good that looks. It looks good, right? Enjoy. Thank you guys so much for sticking around with me today through that video. I hope you got some great inspiration and ideas from the recipes that I made in my kitchen today, and I will see you guys in my next weekly meal prep video. Bye.